Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel today. Today we are taking this Embraer 175 from here in Newark, New Jersey to Indianapolis in this United Express Republic Airways aircraft, registered in November 756 Yankee X-Ray. We currently got the AP running on the ground here at Newark and the jetway connected, and without further ado we'll head into the cockpit. As you can see, we've got all the screens already on. We're going to turn our emergency lights to armed, and then also our electric pump to on, and then I believe we'll turn the APU bleed on for now. Bleed APU on. Oh. So with the aircraft fully loaded, it's now time to program our CDU for our flight today to Indianapolis. And we're just going to pop up our AVI tab here where we got our flight plan today. So Republic Airlines 3544 with 84 passengers, 4.4 tons of cargo, 19.1 on the payload, 69.5 on the zero fuel. That is in kilograms, I believe. So I think I want it. Actually, no, I think I did set it to pounds before we. Yeah, it is pounds, of course it is. That makes sense. So I don't. We're gonna hit the flight plan button. I believe I'm not the best at the Embraer. I don't fly too much, but I do have a good idea of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put Indianapolis into the destination. Activates RPA 3544. 3544. Lovely. On the departure. I'm going to be doing runway 22 right. I'm going to choose a SID for myself. We have no ATC today, so I'm just going to see what's the best departure. On the SIDs, so we're going to be heading out west today. So the Newark 5 departure, let's see what that looks like. Off runway 22 right. So just having a look on my Navigograph at the moment. Can be done. And then we got the port 4. We'll also have a look at that. Yes, personally I think I'm going to take the port 4 departure. Anyone who's more experienced flying into Newark, please tell me if I'm making a good choice. But yeah, we'll take the port 4 departure. And transition ZIMS, nope. So departure, apply, activate, and then we're going to put the route in. So we're going to go direct ZIMS. ZIMS, and then Quebec 42 to Hedon. Direct Rinty or Rint, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Input that into the destination, and then we're going to do the Sierra November Kilo Papa Tango 2 on to 23 left. We're going to do the ILS 23 left. That may change to an RNAV later if I decide, but we're going to keep our more of an. I like an ILS approach over an RNAV. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. The star is this one here. We're going to transition out right. That's good. Apply, activate. Just check for discontinuity. So we're going to put jitter off the. Oh wait, actually we've got double written. That was my mistake. But there we go. We fixed it. I think that's there for vector in there. Actually, we'll keep that like that for now. Our alternate fuel today. Is my flight plan in kilograms? The airplane is in kilograms. Well, the fuel says 5.3. So we're currently in pounds. So we want that in pounds as well. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put our alternate fuel in today, which is there, 3078. Put that in there. Next page, cruising altitude today of 32,000 feet. Zero fuel weight today of 69.5. And then our takeoff center of gravity today is 17.2. Good. Next page. We're going to leave that as is. Takeoff data set. Just going to head over to my takeoff calculator on SimBrief on my iPad next to me, just for the best data. In the meantime, we're going to have a look at this beautiful exterior. As we can see, I do love what X-Craft's done here, and we actually have, I hear the ERJ 2.0 family is coming as well, improved cockpit and systems, which is going to be amazing. Quite frankly, I am looking forward to that, and we will make videos of that when it is released. I don't see it coming out this year though, I'm being perfectly honest. No, actually, X-Craft's a very good developer, I will say that. So, take off. Let's see what my tablet's saying. Well, it's saying takeoff 1 and QNH 3013. I love the sounds as well, even though it's the default sounds. I do want the Mango Studio, but I don't know. We'll see. So we want a flaps 2 departure today. What am I doing? So it is dry, well, that's all good. Flaps 2. Perfect. In terms of the numbers, we will use the takeoff performance calculator here. Wind is 240 by 11. Temperature is 26. QNH 3013. Takeoff thrust 2. Flaps 2 departure. And here are our numbers. 133 on V1. 142 and then 144, and then finally a 200 on the VFS. I'm going to set the trim to 4 up. It already is set, brilliant, and that is our CDU fully set up. So we have now begun our pushback from the gate, and as you can see, we're using the better pushback mod for that. We've also got G-loaded cameras today, so we're not using FS Realistic for a change. We're going to go for G-loaded cameras, which is interesting. Now, we're going to go to our engine covers and set number 2 to start. Hold it till I believe the ignition pops up on N2. There it is. Put that back to run. Close the cap and listen to those engines spool up. Got the extended winglets today, which is also an added bonus for this aircraft. Oh, just look at that. I love the extended winglets as well. They look so cool. Okay, time for engine number 1. Engine 2 is all good. Pressure and temperature is good. That's set to start. ignition. N2 is rising nicely. Pressure and temperature is good. Done all that. Engine start. Engine parameters have been monitored. Okay, get ready for the after start checklist.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set. So we're going to be taxiing to 22 right now.
Stand by.
Just going to find a nice route for us to take there. Going to set. Let's do our checklist off the start. Ground equipment being removed at the moment. Flats and slats. Let's 2. Watch them get extended. Lovely, look at them go down. Disconnect and hands and goals, please. Okay, so we are currently at Charlie 1 concourse, I believe. C1 asset. We can take Alpha and then Sierra on Juliet Romeo. That's good. Okay,
we'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Flight controls, time to check them. That's good. Can we get that on the systems actually? I believe we can. Flight control. Okay, let's have a look. Right, it's all good. Left, all good. Up, it's all good. Down, all good. Rudder, good. Left, rudder, good. Just checking everything before we get going. Everything looks good. Get to the map. That's all been done. Before takeoff, we can do just before departure. Release parking brake. APU can come off now. And we can spool up those engines a bit. There we go. We are moving now. Turn nav mode on. Our nav. Oh, we need flight directors, don't we? Flight director on. Nav mode. And then I think. What do we do after that? We'll do vertical speed 2,000 feet per minute for now, just for departure. Or can we set VNAV now? Yeah, we can. Let's do that. That's all good. So the sounds are a bit quiet. I don't know. I think I've got the what are they called? The headphones up. You can't hear anything. My mind's gone blank. So we'll take Romeo up to, I believe, either Yankee, Michael, Whiskey, I think. Holding point, and we'll go straight off from there. I departed off from Newark the other day on that, and I was very busy. It was good fun, actually. I think that was the Newark event, which was good fun. There are good wing views on this aircraft. So we're going to be using X-Plane map enhancement today for our ground scenery, which is going to be beautiful as always. It has not disappointed me since the day I installed it. It's so simple, which is great. Highly recommended. So I think I find the G-loaded cameras, look, it's just a bit jolty even with like little tiller inputs. So that's Bravo 1, I'm going to keep going. Bit more. think I'm going to take either Whiskey or Yankee. I think this is Yankee now, and Whiskey's the one after. We'll take Whiskey. Oh no, this is Yankee here, I believe, and then Whiskey's one after. We'll take Yankee. And then just get on the runway and do our before takeoff checks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got a takeoff power set on here. These blue arrows, if you call them that. Okay, let's come to a stop. Beautiful. Now before takeoff checks, brakes temperature. We'll give him a quick check. If I can check on here. How do we do it? I can't remember. I did it the other day. I think I can check on here actually. I think they're all good. Transponder TARA. There we go. Set it to that. Takeoff configuration has been all checked and we're ready to go. So let's start the timer. Is it just CHR? I believe it is. Okay, let's get some power in, about 40%. And we'll let put the nose fully down. We'll stable power set, take off. Speed's alive. 80 knots nearly. Will slowly bring the yoke back to neutral. 100 knots. Saw an antenna on the runway, which wasn't good, but oh well. V1 rotates. Positive right climb gear up. Very good. This aircraft flies beautifully as well, I love it. Left turn after departure, there we go. I do need Mango Studios, I think, after this. Unless we got the noise cancelling headphones, it's not very good. Oh well. I'm not an expert. Okay, very good. We are climbing nicely at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute. Just gonna let the speed spool up a bit, and then we'll get the flaps up. Flaps up. Begin that right turn. Oof. Yeah, I need to be careful with this aircraft. Okay, flaps fully up. I don't believe there's any speed restrictions. Well, it says do not exceed 220 around here, but we are doing 210. That's good. Max 3,000 before, just before Riata, I think, or port waypoint. So we're just gonna set the altitude to 3,000 for now. All good. Put the autopilot on. Just gonna maintain 3,000 for now. Is it into what waypoints? Just for now. Is it max 3,000 or? Let me have a look. I should really be studying these before departure, but oops. Gonna maintain 30,000 for now. Please, if anyone's familiar with Newark departures, please tell me if I'm doing the right thing. After takeoff, landing gears up and flaps are set to 0. That's complete. Climb APUs as required. Air conditioning pressurizers have been checked. Okay. So we have now reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet today on our flight to Indianapolis, and we got just over an hour rest of the flight. The climb was quite smooth. We did it in I don't know how to say it, I don't even know how to pronounce it, well, FPA mode, which was nice. It was quite a nice steady climb. But yeah, we are now cruising altitude. The aircraft's looking very nice and calm. The weather's looking great ahead, nothing but a few small bumps along the way, and we'll begin descending in just under an hour's time. I'll catch you guys then. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. 1 hour and 12 minutes into flight, and we have now begun our descent into Indianapolis. Set the MCP to 5,000 feet before we just make some more adjustments onto the ILS-23 left into Indianapolis. So before we took off, I forgot to mention we had a problem with our reverse thrusts. The engine 1 reverse thrust just simply is not engaging. I cannot find an issue. If someone could please help me, that'd be great. Engine number 2 reverse thrust working. I've had to play around with settings, but I just can't fix it. So thankfully, due to the incredibly long runway at Indianapolis, we will not be needing our reverse thrusters. It's over 10,000 foot runway, so it's going to be more than enough to get us slowed down. We set the auto brake to medium. I did some calculations on sim brief, and that should be enough to get us stopped. Apart from that, there's not much to say. It's been a very smooth flight today, guys, and the approach is very simple. It's just so I'll go to the plan. Is the approach today we're flying is just going to get it up on Navigraph, the SNKPT2 RNAV arrival. Yeah, I'm just having a look at it on my chart, so it looks good on here. So here we are, and then we fly along there. I'm going to get rid of this discontinuity because it's a nice straight line. So from Bird to Larry, activate that. That's all good. Nice smooth arrival. So yeah, flying on the VNAV descent path at the moment, which is good. Just going to increase the range a bit. There we are. So we are now beginning our approach into Indianapolis. Runway 23 left on the ILS. So I believe the ILS starts at the Larry waypoint, which is just there. I think that's the glide slope and the localizer, those blue diamonds there, so that's all good. I think we'll get flaps 1 in a moment. I'm not too confident with approaches in this aircraft, so I believe, can I just put the approach mode on? Yes, I'm going to do that, and then I believe there we go. So I was wondering when it goes to that greener mode, and that's obviously when you inset the localizer and glide slope, which we've done. I can see the airport, flaps 1. That's good. So if we need to do a go around, we make a heading of 100. It's kind of a left turn after departure. Climb to 1500, then left turn to 3000, on heading 100. Perfect. So one thing I'd certainly mention is if you have X-Ray map enhancement or ortho, you can definitely reduce your settings, in my opinion, in building density and object loading distance, which really increases performance, and it looks, in my opinion, just as good as or better without the default scenery and the ortho map enhancement, which is an added bonus, in my opinion. So I highly recommend it. So I'm also not sure on sim brief on my landing calculations that said max manual, I believe, for no reversers, but that's auto brake, so I'm actually going to leave that off. If there's anyone who knows how to fly this aircraft better than me, please tell me if I'm doing that right, but for this occasion we have no reverse thrust, so we're going to lightly tap on those brakes, see how nicely we can slow down. Actually, you know what, we'll leave it in medium, and then if we need any more we can always go over to manual, so that's good. But it's not an ideal situation with no reverse thrust. And I don't really want to be using it in just one engine. Yeah, beautiful. I love the extended winglets, they're so awesome. So I think I'll hand fly this aircraft just before maybe 1500 feet. I do like flying this aircraft. She flies, you can really feel it when you fly, I'm not going to lie. X-Crafts have done a great job in the flight dynamics, I believe. I've heard from real EMBRAER pilots. A few stutters here. Ooh, don't like that. We're doing a flat full landing today as well. Winds are quite calm. We'll go over to flaps 3. Just a nice progressive steady approach, you know. Okay, so 2500 up with the gear down. Minimums are at 200 feet today on the ILS approach. I think we'll do another D10 of flaps along the gear. Gear down. Gears down, 3 greens. Looking good. To use that flap 6, flaps 5. Then we'll do full in just a moment. I'm just gonna let these the trim and stuff adjust nicely. And we'll do to keep it flap. Keep flap 5 for now. Now the wing views are looking great. Okay, flaps full. There we are. I'm just going to try and get this aircraft down because, you know, with no reversers, kind of just want to get it down, you know. Okay, so my aircraft. Aircraft's feeling nice and calm. Check. We'll be disconnecting the autopilot. Out now.
Throttle.
My throttle. Just gonna try to keep the throttle as still as possible and maintain that speed of 131. Going a bit fast now. Maintain that center line. I think we're just a tad high. Simple corrections.
approaching minimums.
Okay,
Minimums.
continue.
200.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30.
Flat.
10.
Here we are, we're down. Okay, see us try and slow down. Yeah, I don't think we'll be needing manual braking. She's got a good pair of brakes. We can vacate on the right here. Flight time today of 1 hour 34. Welcome to Indianapolis. Okay, so we executed a very nice landing.